Hello friends, welcome to part 6 of my Monsoon bike ride tour of the Western Ghats of Karnataka that I did in 2019 June-July period. In this 3-week tour, I started from Ooty. I went to a lot of different places on the Western Ghats of Karnataka, and this is part 6 of that tour. Now I am at Dharmasthala, still in Karnataka, but to the western side of the Western Ghats. Till this time, I was on the eastern side, or on the hilltops or the eastern sloping areas of the Western Ghats. Dharmasthala is kind of my home state, Kerala, with temperate climate and even with the monsoons slightly hot, not much rain. This is a Hindu pilgrimage site. It is here that you get the Sri Manjunatha temple, an 800-year-old Hindu temple. Being a very old religious shrine, this temple has certain unique aspects. One of them is quite unique. This Hindu temple is managed by a Jain family, Hegdes. Jainism is a different religion than Hinduism, but it is they who manage this temple, although the pujas, the religious aspects, are conducted by Brahmin priests. It is being said that this Hindu temple has been managed by the Hegde Jain family for several centuries. If you look at the history of the temple, there are different stories and legends associated with it. One of the legends is like this. About 800 years ago, this place was called Kuduma. At that time, there was a Jain family living here, and they instituted this temple and the Shivalinga and the other associated aspects with the temple. Yet another story says that the British, after defeating Tipu Sultan and occupying these places, gave the management of this temple to the Jain family. And from that time onwards, the Hegde family has been maintaining and managing this temple. Anyway, I'm not going deeper into the history of these places. People come to this place as a pilgrimage to visit the temple, to have their prayers at the temple. But I came over here to see the temple, to see what are the things over there. So I was here yesterday. I took a room very nearby, and today morning I've come here to see what are the things at Dharmasthala. Being a pilgrimage site, it is kind of crowded. A lot of people from different parts of India has come here. Apart from the temple itself, there are certain other things to see that has been managed by the temple committee. One is a museum with a lot of manuscripts and paintings and vintage cars called the Manjusha Museum. The other is the Bahubali statue, which is quite nearby on top of a hill. Hoping to avoid the crowds, I came here very early in the morning. And at that time the museum was not opened, so I went to see the Bahubali statue, which is quite nearby. It is not very far away from the temple complex. This Bahubali statue is claimed to be built with a single piece of stone, so a single stone statue. It was built in the year 1973. The height of the statue is about 12 meters. Just alone in Karnataka, I think there are 5 similar Bahubali statues. I think I've seen 3 of them, or this is rather the 3rd Bahubali statue that I'm seeing in Karnataka. In fact, this is the only thing that I saw at Dharmasthala when I was there. I didn't particularly go to the temple, I saw it from the outside. I didn't go to the Manjusha Museum because it was closed and it was opening only at about 11 o'clock or something, so it was kind of 2 hours away from the time I reached there. As part of the religious dimension, a lot of social and cultural activities are being conducted here by the temple committee. One is Annadana, or giving food to the pilgrims every day. A lot of pilgrims come here and Annadana is conducted every day, so pilgrims get food from here free of cost. Then there are occasional mass marriages or group marriages for people from poor backgrounds. Then there are kind of free or nearly free accommodation facilities for the pilgrims coming here. Now a lot of people come to this place at every time of the year. In fact, I saw a stark difference between this temple and the one which I went yesterday. While I was coming from Sakleshwara through Charmadi Ghats, I went to a place called Bettada Bhairaveshwara Devasthana. It is a temple. The temple's name is Bettada Bhairaveshwara Devasthana at Pandava Gudda. It is quite near to Sakleshwara. Now when I went there, it was completely empty. It was surrounded by pristine, very beautiful, very natural hills, very enjoyable climate, almost drizzling or kind of raining. But the thing was that there was nobody to be seen there. And the common aspect of both these temples is that they are both old. The one at Sakaleshpura is 600 years old. This is 800 years old. But here, people are thronging. People come here from every part of India. I'm here very early in the morning, and there are no specific festivities or anything going on. But still, a lot of people are here. A lot of vehicles from different parts of India. It is probably more crowded during the weekends and during the festivities. Now with all this crowd, I was feeling something kind of out of place. Usually in my previous rides or previous visits, I like to go to places which are less touristic or less visited by tourists and all kinds of people. So I went to all these places, and even if some of them were kind of very touristic or very popular, there were not many people because it was the monsoon period, it was raining. One example is the Mandalpatti Peak ride. It is a very famous place in Madikeri. A lot of people go there. It is kind of an off-road. It gives you kind of an off-road experience riding to that place. So I went for a ride there. Not many people were there. So those are the places I would like to go to. If you see some of my previous videos, or rather most of my previous videos, you will understand how I choose or how I go to specific places. I am doing this tour during the monsoon period, during the rainy season, because that is the time when there are less touristic activity. Even when choosing the routes to go from one place to another, I completely avoid or try to avoid highways. I go through very interior roads, going through small towns, small villages. Even if these small routes are taking me through roundabout routes, taking me at much longer distances than usual. So over the years, that has become kind of my attitude and behavior, to avoid overcrowded places. And even if there are places which are crowded, even if I am going there, I tend not to stay there for long. The only place where I stayed for some time at least at Dharmasthala was at this place, the Bahubali statue. It is on top of a hill. Even at this place there is not much people, but for me this is enough to distract me or to disturb me. I would like to go to places where there are like very less people and preferably nobody at all. Even here, I didn't get down from the bike. I just saw it from the outside because the statue is big. It is 12 meters high. You can see it from the outside. The other thing that I wanted to see at this place was the Manjusha Museum, but that was only opening about 2 hours later. So with this, I completed my Dharmasthala trip. I'm going to my next port of call, next destination. Now coming here was not kind of bad. I saw the place, I understood what are the things going on there, and that is enough for me. Now I am going back to the Western Ghats, but because I came here, on the route, on the way, there was another very beautiful waterfall, Ermai waterfall. It is very natural. You have to go a little bit off-road to that place to see that place. And the most attractive aspect or attractive element of this place was that there was nobody there. It was just me. It was completely for me. But that is going to be in my next video because that is kind of long, as there is a small truck to reach the place. You have to go on foot, and there is also a ride, an off-road ride to reach the place, and a small snake almost came under my wheels. So all those things are coming in my next video vlog. Now this one is kind of short, or this one, the Dharmasthala trip was kind of very short. It was only kind of like about 5 minutes long because I didn't do much shooting or taking pictures and all that there. I just went there, spent 2 hours and came back. So I hope you are not kind of bored with this, and also I hope that you like this video, and much better videos are going to come up because the next one is going to be much better because of these rides and trucks and the beauty of the places. So if you like the video, just hit that like button and also try to support me by subscribing to my channel. The link to my next video is just about here, the one on the right side. Thank you.